It's the #1 chat comment in this season of Magic.
What? You're crazy.
No way.
Wrong.
Is, hey, you missed 1 life on your archway. Fucking big chest thump. You know, like wiping off the fucking dust off your shoulder for how fucking pro of a player. It's a chat moment. Yeah, give yourself a punt point, Sir Flipper. Absolutely. Cool. All right, pack 1, pick 1. This seems like a weak pack 1, pick 1 to me. The lesson is medium. Pilgrim's medium. Apprentice is medium low. Prismari Pledge Mage is medium. The Wrangler's medium. The Frostboil Snarl is medium to low. And Abundant Harvest is like just okay, right? Anything put us in the right lane? I mean, I do have a preference in my lanes. I have a slight preference for aggro in this set if I can. But I don't see which of those is strong enough to say that. I think this has to just be Harvest, right? Harvest is okay. It's a spell trigger. Gives us some options. This card is aggro-ish, sure. But it doesn't play well, right? It plays in basically one deck. It plays in a couple decks, but the deck it's best in is white-red, and it's kind of medium in the other decks. I'm not super keen on that otherwise. All right, what's pick 2? So pick 2 has a lot more value in this pack. There's a Bookworm and a Decisive Denial. Both are fine. The Proctor never does anything for me. Heated Debate and Colony are both okay. Okay to good on the Heated Debate. Like Fractal Summoning there. I think it's a really tough pick because I think it's all medium to low power. I think if I'm taking Fractal Summoning, I'd rather Abundant Harvest though. Anyways, here is interesting. The follow-up for this is probably like Bookworm or Decisive Denial or Colony even. Probably just Colony. The card that's most interesting to me is Heated Debate here. I think it's a clear debate. I'm not sure it's clear. I mean, I think it's better than Colony for pick 2 here. Denial is pretty good though. It's a really flexible card. Here I am taking Heated Debate, but I'm not sure. So the best card in the pack is probably the Divide by Zero and the Environmental Sciences. I'd love to pick Divide by Zero. I'm not sure what came out of this pack. I guess the Rare and the Mythic and the Archive Rare came out of this pack. And those are both better. No, the Archive's still there. I don't know what card a player... Okay, so let's say they pick the Rare. Okay, no problem. I'm with you. The Rare could be a bomb value card. And your first pick Rare or second pick Rare is going to be better than this. But what happens to pick 2? What did they take pick 2? This is pick 3. Environmental Sciences is here and Divide by Zero here. Still, both of them. And they're both excellent, excellent cards. And the Rare's gone, but that was pick 1. So what was this? The Archive card is still here. So they picked a random common. This is like Heated Debate maybe? Like the uncommons are all here. But you don't take Heated Debate on pick 3 over Environmental Sciences or Divide by Zero in my opinion. So I have no fucking clue what they took. All right, next pick for us. This is Arch. Arch overperforms for me. Introduction's interesting. The rest of the pack is fairly weak. There's a little bit of Learn in blue and an okay removal spell in white. Boros Pledge Mage maybe? Well, we don't know that a Boros Pledge Mage was there, but you'd never pick Boros Pledge Mage over Environmental Sciences or Divide. So maybe they're forcing a color. It's possible. All right. So what from here? The Elemental Summoning, almost certainly, right? We're not actually close to playing it quite yet, although I will play Gruul. It's got to be better than the Wrangler for just flexibility. The Lash is interesting. The 2 drops, whatever. The Wrangler's whatever. 5 drops, bad. The dual land's fine. It's got to be the Summoning here. Lash is a nice signal. I don't think Lash is a signal at all. A lot of players just ignore that card way more than they ought to. Here, Anatomy versus Mage Hunter. We're not anywhere near a Mage Hunter here, although we could play black-green Mage Hunter. That's reasonable. The card is fairly good. I never get to draft it because it's such a hard time to... It's so hard to take this card over something else, right? And it rarely wheels. It's always like a 7th or 8th pick. Here I think I'm on Anatomy. Anatomy tends to overperform. It's pretty good. Keeps us open. But I'm not entirely certain. This is now 3 lessons. All right, so Next pick, there's an Introduction to Annihilation, an excellent lesson. There's a Verdant Mastery, which actually has been fine for me. Not incredible, but not bad. And then there is the Campus and the Cram Session. Here, I like Cram Session just fine here, and I need Sources of Learn. But I'm actually really tempted by this Mastery. This card has been fine for me. I think the only argument I can see is between these two. I think first Cram Session better than first Introduction. But let's grab the Verdant Mastery. It's very good for fixing. All right, here is like the perfect time to get a Tend the Pests, because although I prefer like Team Pennant to Tend the Pests has been beating me from time to time with these super wide boards out of nowhere. And this is about what I want to pay for it. The opportunity cost of taking Tend the Pest here is Team Pennant. So it's kind of nice. Weird opening picks though. So this is the first pack that wheeled. Some of the cards we were actually really interested in, like Pilgrim, are still in here. We could grab a Pilgrim here. It's between Pilgrim and Witherbloom Campus here. No, it's not that we're going a Tend the Pest deck. It's that when it's a cheap option, it's something to consider. I would like the Campus here. I think Pilgrim may be too greedy. We're probably core green, but we could be all over the place. I don't mind Selesnya. I don't mind Gruul in this set. They're both fine. Here I like Hunt as a learn card, moving us towards black-green with our first pick kind of being the card that we might discard or fix for. So red-white duel, the Pledge Mage is no way near us. So here I think it's Hunt. Big play, Carrick, and Unwilling Ingredient. I don't like any of these cards particularly. Big play tends to get a little bit more value for me, but Carrick is okay. This card is all right. It's just so unexciting. I think I take first big play. It's more likely, it feels like, to get big plays than it is to get Carricks, but I think the card is slightly better too. Here, I don't want those cards. We might struggle with removal. We just picked up a big play that does the same thing, and I'm probably not playing them both. I might just take the Thrilling Discovery in case we find something that plays with that. Carrick or Revitalize. It's a sad, sad decision to Revitalize, I guess. First year's way too late to be anything, and another Thrilling Discovery. All right, I haven't used this dragon yet. So this is, I think, the final dragon that I haven't played with. The problem is, I mean, it plays really nicely with Tend the Pest, doesn't it? Surprise, I have a million 1/1s that are actually 4/4s. Here it's between the Quandrix Dragon and the Overgrown Arch. We already took our Environmental Sciences. We don't have to pay quite as high a price here. The Eliminate's interesting. The Orator is very good, but not for us. The Eliminate actually plays very nicely with our deck. I'm going to take Quandrix Dragon here. I don't know if we can play it, but it's a fine splash to be Sultai. All right, what here? We got a white-black splash land, a Mage Hunter's Onslaught, and a Cram Session, and a Pest Summoning. All of these are interesting to me, like really interesting to me. Pest Summoning doesn't tend to wheel, although it sometimes does. I think this is Mage Hunter's Onslaught, and I hope to wheel Pest Summoning, but probably wheel Cram Session. I could take Pest Summoning, hope to wheel Mage Hunter's Onslaught, or that we get other removal, but black-green tends to be a pain in the ass. Dispute's okay, but it's a million miles away. Like, it's a good card, but it doesn't fit with what we have so far. We want to play our Learn, and our Tend the Pest gets a lot better with this thing. I think I take Mage Hunters, but there's an argument for Pest Summoning there. Maybe we'll get another one if we get lucky. Field Trip and Inkling Summoning, both good for us. 2/1 evasive creature that becomes a 4/4 is pretty fucking nice. There's a Professor of Symbology, which is sick. I don't know why that's still here. It's pick 3. I guess no one's in white. I don't think we can play Chaos Warp. I don't think it's any good. So this is for us between then what? Field Trip and Inkling Summoning. We're not an aggro deck, but it's still good. Maybe we'll wheel the Field Trip. Kind of down on Field Trip right now. Ooh, that's hard. So we just took the Inkling Summoning. That's nice to get that, although we got offered another one here. What do you guys want between Lash and Rise? We have a Mage Hunter's Onslaught. The Rise is better than the Lash, but the Lash is faster than the Rise by a lot. I wonder if I missed a transition to Selesnya too. I might have. This will be a fun one to review if we ever want to review this, because this is a hard series of picks. Yeah, we could pick Rise and try to wheel Lash. That does happen. I'd love the Introduction Prophecy. I'd love the Pledge Mage, but I'm happy with the Squirrel. Squirrel over Invocation for this deck. Don't care about the curve. Okay. There's a Mage Hunter, which is a little interesting, but not that interesting. A Campus and another Hunt. Here I like the Learn. Not really a curve deck yet. We'll see. Second Rise to say fuck you Filthy for bothering to pick that Lash. We will take Second Rise here. It's better than the other cards. The next card is the Pledge Mage. This is pick 8. Squirrel pick 8's great for us. Better than Campus Guide. These laureates don't tend to be that late, but they are. Alright, this is Peck 9. So the curve wheeled, which is kind of weird. The Pledge Mage is still here. This was our Pack 1, right? Or our Pack 2, rather, pick 1. I wonder if we missed our Selesnya transition. Could play Defend, but with Mage Hunter's Onslaught and Double Rise, we don't really want to play Defend the Campus. I'll grab the curve, but we probably don't play it. Dispute wheeled, Cram Session wheeled. So this was the Pest Summoning pack. We actually would like a Cram Session. We're not really in Dispute land with one Heated Debate. That probably doesn't get played. It might get played, but it probably doesn't. So we've ended up mid-range black-green, which performs generally pretty poorly for me, but we'll see. See what the last pack does for us. I think we can still wheel Arch, but it might have been that last pack that had Arch. Chaos Warp wheeled, Archivist. I don't want Chaos Warp. Snow Day and a red-white duel. Is there ever a world in which we play a red-white duel? I doubt it, but maybe. So what are we looking for to ever play our Thrilling Discoveries in double first years? Is there ever a transition to white from here? If there is, we've got 2 duels for it. I don't like Blood Researcher. I don't think Blood Researcher matters. Occasionally you can aggro curve out with Blood Researchers and it matters, but like 90% of the time it doesn't. Alright, Baleful Mastery. So Lightning Helix fucking godlike. Flunk is really good too. But so is Baleful Mastery. It's kind of like a better Mage Hunter's Onslaught. There's also a Pest Summoning here. Can I just take this whole pack? I'd take this whole pack. We did not wheel Lash, by the way. So mana on 4. It's too bad. Still think it's the Baleful Mastery over the Flunk though. Dude, Lightning Helix Pest Summoning Flunk. Oh, dude. Alright. But I don't want to be a deck with all 4 mana mid-range removal. Field Trip's okay. We already have an Inkling Summoning. Veil's good. I don't mind Blood Mage. We need some creatures. This can create a Pest. The Pest has synergy with our thing. It can draw us a card. It's a pretty medium 3-drop, but it is a 3-drop. We don't have any yet. There's a random Quandrix Command. We'll take that. We're already splashing blue for the dragon. Might as well splash for Quandrix Command. Okay. So many decisions in this draft. This is the most decision-heavy draft we've had in ages, which is kind of nice. Here we've got an Eyewitch, which not super value in a non-aggro deck like this, but it is a source of learn as well as a source of something for the dragon to make a 4/4 flyer out of. Or Bookworm. We don't have acceleration. I'm really down on Bookworm when I don't have mana acceleration. And I don't think we're playing Heated Debates. So I think this is just Eye Twitch, whatever it is. Symmetrist tends to be excellent. Exponential Growth is hilarious, but kind of a win more. This card has reach. It's a good blocker. It's a good attacker. I think it's fine. If we wheel Implementer, that's okay. If we wheel Exponential Growth, maybe this is my first growth deck. If we're playing blue, we can play the Eureka Moment. It's that or the Implementor. I don't know how blue we're going to be. We have early learn, and we have an environmental sciences. We can be as blue as we want, really. Implementor doesn't seem important in this deck with 2 hunts, an overgrown arch, a colony, and a cram session. Let's grab Eureka Moment. Plumb the Forbidden. Okay. At the moment, I want to play that Stone Rain badly. How are these blue cards? Not any good for us. Carrick, I guess, but we don't want to play it. Pest Summoning Wheel. That card is really good for us. Better than the Leech Fanatic or the Spectre, I think. Our 4-drops are already very busy. Basically don't get to use that card. So we have Pest Summoning, Inkling Summoning, Environmental Sciences, Anatomy. It's okay. I would have liked an Introduction to Annihilation in there. Maybe a second summoning of some sort. I love Stone Rain. So we wield Field Trip. Not terrible for us since we have very little 3-drops. I think it's better than Leech Fanatic for the deck we're building here. It's another source of learn. Let's grab the Field Trip. Second Revitalize doesn't seem super good. We're not playing any of these other cards. We ever playing Charge Through in this deck or Assistant? We're never playing Charge Through, but we are sometimes playing Assistant. I wouldn't consider this deck having got there, honestly. Unfortunately. We're going to play this deck, but... Oh, dude, there's so many decision points in this draft. Could have gone so many different ways. Alright, so let's look at what we end up playing. Field Trip is good with Double Rise. Yeah, it's fine with Double Rise. Alright, always playing this, always playing these, always playing that, always playing that, always playing that, always playing that, and these, and that, and that. So our win con is Unprotected Tanazir Quandrix. Alright, I'm not convinced we have the spell count to support a... Too bad we can't haste this in some way, huh? I'm unconvinced we have the spell count to support Curve, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm playing Quandrix Command. Are we playing Verdant Mastery? It's a ramp spell for us. I mean, fuck, I passed a Worm chat and I had a Verdant Mastery in deck. And the comment in chat at that moment was, yeah, we should pass Worm with no learn, with no ramp. But we have fucking ramp. This card ramps like a motherfucker. So what did we have for... What was the card we chose when we chose, not Mastery, I remember we chose Mastery, but the card we chose over the Worm was what? Do you guys remember? Second Worm. We had options of 2 worms. Eye twitch. Huh. Interesting. All right, let's, oops, not summoning. Let's grab the cram session for learn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 with the rises. We're always playing 1 rise. We're probably playing both rises, quite honestly. It's 33. I don't know if this is Plum and Tend. I think Plum is good in our deck. We have a lot of 1/1 generation, right? We generate them off Hunt for Specimens. We generate them out of our sideboard. We generate them out of Blood Mage if we want them. I feel like this is probably a Tend and Plum deck, but we'll see. So the final considerations for this deck for me are the Mastery, the Eureka Moment. I think we can play that card. The Carrick's in consideration. The Leech Fanatic is probably not, but could be. I think the big play often makes this deck. And Harvest. think this is a high spell count for curve. I'm not sure it's that high spell count. It's got a chunk. Dragon can double the curve. It's true. I always forget the dragon has more text and make all your shit. I always forget that. I forget that it tramples. I forget that it adds 1+1/+1 counters to shit. Do we have any other counters? No. I guess Quandrix Command. I think I always play Harvest. We have no... Harvest is... This is basically charge through, right? Except it's a sorcery speed charge through. Do we always play this? I feel like a lot of times we don't play this. Harvest saves Mana Screw and Mana Floods. Yeah, maybe it's better than I'm giving it credit for. It's possible. Expanded Anatomy as well. Yep, good call. Hey, Curve's okay in our deck. We're already playing blue. Depends how many blue sources we play. It's probably 2. This is 41 right now. We have removal, so big play is less exciting. So what's our last card? We're too fucking honest in this deck. We've got 4 and 6 mana removal spells that are sorceries. Is this just big play to be a little less honest? I think Assistant's gimmicky, right? We have a Quandrix Command, that's great. We have, but like, other than Quandrix Command to like remove a fractal next turn, like what the hell are we doing? Do we really want a 4-drop? Do we want a 4-mana 2/1 that requires you? This is not a May effect that requires we put like Cram Session on the top of our fucking library. I don't think so. Could be the Archivist. I mean, we have no threats past 6, but we're ramping at 6. I don't know. Maybe this isn't a Verdant Master deck. I like it for fixing. Nice to have something a little bit more proactive there. Be nice to have some creatures with big power to get value out of Tend the Pest, but okay. I also like that we're in a Tend the Pest deck after we just drafted that silly Pest Lord two drafts in a row, but didn't play him, and now we have Tend the Pest but not the Pest Lord. I think it might be big play. What's our creature count? 7, add 1, 2, 3. Okay. Big play adds a counter, chat. Look at that synergy. Then we double it. And we have 2 counters. Double 1, 2 counters. All right, 1 Scryland. Do we ever play a red or white source for any reason? Do we ever add Heated Debate in a red source in a mountain? I think the answer is no. All right. Honest. I want to call this Honest Abe, but what would be the Magic equivalent of this? This is like honestly medium. Okay. Archivist seems better than Verdant on 6. Verdant has 2 costs, one of which is 4. And it finds our blue sources. Okay. What's the difference between morning teamer and afternoon teamer? This is Sultai. All right, back in a second, chat. See you guys shortly. All right. Seems like a good hand. So I want 5 mana next turn, and I want my sideboard, but I also want my 1/1. Like, the play that makes sense is Field Trip, but maybe it's not good enough. More pests? It's either way. I'm not sure a 1/1 does anything. It gives me 1 crackback if he develops no creatures. If he develops creatures, it doesn't even give me 1 crackback. So here, I'm not sure that the pest was any better than just running this out. That blocks my guy, which is annoying. Could just exile it. Don't mind getting a bigger board first. Although mana efficiencies next turn is those two. Wait, did I? No, I didn't count wrong. Okay, I thought I counted wrong. Okay. Ow. I am very tempted to Expanded Anatomy the 4/4. Sucks because it plays right into unsummons. Good reminder that he has the ability to make it 7. But I think I'm okay trading it in the Expanded Anatomy for the Tomb Shredder and the Pledge Mage so I can attack. Can also just attack with it as a 4/4. It's a blowout 2 for 2 as opposed to a 2 for 1. Or a 3 for 1 rather. 3 for 2, I guess. All right. was expecting him to block and trade off Shredder and Pledge Mage, but maybe he doesn't think he can come back from that deficit. I'm not sure. He might have just top decked that land and not been able to do it without that too. That's totally possible. Just didn't hit me with the bird. It's kind of weird. Pretty sure we have no learn left, right? The problem is if he unsummons my fucking 6/6, we're in some trouble. Let's hope we get another turn. Mage Hunter's pretty good with the 1/1s. So if he has nothing, we can kill him here. What if he has something? What if that something kills my 6/6? So we kill a 4/4. Just blow it up. Great. He blocks 4, takes 4, goes to 3, takes. So he's definitely not dead here. And if he does have that, he's dead exactly, right? He chumps the 6/6, blocks a 2/2, blocks a 1/1, blocks a 1/1, takes 2, blocked 4 times. No, he's still at 1, right? Killing the pest, blocking the pest, do damage to him. The question is, but he just lives at 1 either way, right? Am I missing this? We have 6 attackers, best case scenario. He blocks 4 of them, takes 4 from that. And then 2 is 6. He only ever takes 2 here, chat, right? I think it's wait one more turn. Get one more attacker on the board. You forget about fucking reach? Seems unlikely. So tempted to just fucking ignore it. Removes 2 blockers for him. Don't like they didn't play a card here. We go for it until we have reason not to here. Oops. Everything out of his sideboard's a sorcery, so we don't give a fuck about that. Okay. 1 for us. What are we calling this one? That was the wrong target. Absolutely was. Needed to be something with less than 4 power so that he could choose to not block it. I try not to name the decks on stream for exactly what they do mechanically because it just makes stream sniping too easy. Nice to get the Onslaught win there, honestly. It's kind of a cool little win. The wide Onslaught effect. It's nice to see that's a deck because that's not an immediately apparent deck. We played around with 10 the Pest a little bit to begin with and just found the card to be super bad. But maybe it ends up being okay. So we did a lot of mana saturation that game. I don't know if you guys didn't notice or not. Like, we didn't do a lot of things that were threatening, but we cast a lot of spells, drained our entire sideboard out of value. It's kind of neat. Here's the power of Learn. No! Bird holds us off. Yeah. Means we can't tutor blue mana to our hand, which sucks, but here we are. Looks like he needs his 4th land. Sure, it would have been nice to be able to play my other cards. So if we field trip, we can double spell next turn, but we can't get the Blood Mage on the board. The Blood Mage draws us a card naturally. I'm not sure if drawing a card versus the 2/1 matters. We can't block the 1/1 still, although we could play out Colony. I think this is just field trip. I think if that wasn't a 2/1 and was like a Pledge Mage, a 2/2 or something, I think we'd have to have played out the 2/1. Sure, it would be nice to draw a land, huh? I don't want to bin any of these cards though, at all. So we kept a 2-lander on the draw. I've drawn 3 times and missed all 3 lands. Okay. Introduction to Annihilation tap land. Ouch. doesn't belong in your black-white aggro deck, bro. Okay, just gonna put that out there. Kind of was looking forward to my life gain. I don't even give up both my flying stuff. I think flying threats are a real big problem. Am I okay with annihilating my curve? I don't know. Okay, I mean standard play, right? It's the flood into the screw when you don't have any actual plays left that matter anymore. We'll see. Let's see what we get to. Nice top deck. Okay. Yes. The pests doing work. Think that's good enough for him to remove. Okay. Maybe I should have kept one land to activate the colony. Hall of Oracles is scary. Okay. Gotta run through his introduction here. It's too bad he didn't rise the last one. I played it out there specifically to bait the rise. We'll see. Yes, good, good. Really like to hold that up. But here's the punish for digging as deep as we did. There's no way it's not this turn. Right? Okay. Air Elemental? Is that what you think this is? This guy adds, what is it, 12 power and 12 toughness worth of stuff to the board before counting his own power. Slightly better than a Air Elemental. Just tiny, tiny bit. Nope, that's wrong. It should be on the 3-2 and you should attack this turn. Wait, he's tapped out and he's already played card land, right? Why don't I just fucking block it? What is this attack? He played land this turn already, right? I'm not imagining that. Okay. He should have put it on the fucking 4-2. Alright, 2, 4, 6, 7. Do we need double instance? 4 and 2. We already have double instance. So we go. Hello? Take action. Okay. You have to bluff first. That's your only block. Okay. Accept. Come on, chat. This was cool. This was cool to get to turn our Tanzir sideways. Did I get a mod to marker that for me, please? Okay. All right. Sweet Mythic Dragon play. Cool game. Was waiting for Wrath of God. That's why I didn't pay any mana into the Arch, because I could have sacked Arch. I'm sure you guys noticed that I just blocked a 4-4 with that Arch, or a 4-3 with a 4-2 with that Arch, and then just didn't sack it because I wanted to be able to react to everything he was going to do there. If he wanted to Wrath of God there, I wanted to draw 5 cards with my Plumb the Forbidden, or whatever it's called, Plumb the Depths. I can never remember what the card's called. And I wanted to, if he played like a big pump spell on his Combat Professor, I wanted to be able to remove it at instant speed with Baleful Mastery. And if he just was trying to get damage in because he had a little bit of reach in terms of spells, I wanted to block the 4-power creature. So I didn't want to die to any of the things that could have beat me there. So that's why we made the play where we just blocked with the wall. So that might have not been clear just from watching. Could have tapped it for life. No, it's Summoning Sickness. It's the #1 chat comment in this season of Magic is, hey, you missed 1 life on your Archway. Fucking big chest thump, you know, like wiping off the fucking dust off your shoulder for how fucking pro of a player. It's a chat moment. Yeah, give yourself a punt point, Sir Flipper. Absolutely. It's the wrong stream, Flipper. If you think I'm just missing, I'm just punting left and right. I don't know if Hunt is better than Arch here or not. I kind of forgot that Hunt wasn't going to give me learn, or Arch wasn't going to give me learn immediately. I think it actually was worse to play Arch here. Top deck makes this a little less punishing, but okay. Yeah, the punt was removing the 2-2 when he had double Ruthas in hand. Exactly. It's annoying. How did that deck do for you, Calric, yesterday? The one we deck doctored. Fucking Maelstrom Muse when he's mana screwed is painful. More mana efficient to play this next turn, that and that. Making decisions with less information though. Need a fucking answer to this flyer. Okay. Ramp to nowhere. So now he gets discounted. If this is practical research, I think that's as bad as, that's the worst for me, right? Because it draws him out of his screw. It's like always practical research here. Okay. The event ended on you. Oh no, that sucks. Dude, can we stop with the Ruthas? I can't have every game be against Rutha. It's just too brutal. It's too fucking brutal. Just your land here. That seems good. Second Rutha? Oh my god, that'd be amazing. If he just drops another Rutha again. That would be so brutal. Yeah. Just giving him 2 mana a turn is not cool. No, Trillville. I don't want to encourage stream sniping, but I don't want to hide that much from it. It's annoying. It happens occasionally. Doesn't happen a lot of the time. Jesus Christ. Can we please stop with this? He's gonna discount everything for the rest of the game, huh? Is a 7/7 even good on this board? If he plays elemental summoning, it doesn't beat 4/4s. Doesn't seem very good. Just the next spell is discounted by 2. It is, right? So he can't cast 2 discounted spells. It's just 1 spell. So he's gonna cast this thing for either 2 mana. Yeah, okay. Another flyer. Need this to be a 9/9. Do I also sack the arch? I don't think so. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana if we want it. 5, 9, 11 is okay. I don't have another blue source, that doesn't work. So 2, 4, 1. I don't really want to give him a learn here, but I mean I can't prevent it, so I guess it is. I could block. Kills it later too, right? Makes my 9/9 not a 10/10. Might actually have been worse. Actually, now that I think about it, it's definitely worse. I can't get it countered. Like the problem is the card that I'm most worried about for my 9/9 is also the card that's a blowout. And this attack here screams Barry. Although I don't know why I'd be here. Let's resolve this. With those there, I'm now going to cast. He's going to bury, right? Yeah. It's fine. Can I kill anything? I could ambush with... Make this a... Where does this have to go? It goes up plus 3. It's a 4/4. Eat one of these. He's got another thing. We're certainly fucked, but I'm out of things that I can play around, so. You know, second berry, no problem. Feels good, man. Okay. Dude, we have to just go down a land in this deck. The fact I can't deal with these, like I don't have a ton of removal. I've got a chunk. I've got Double Rise, Mage Hunters, Baleful Mastery. We had the one that we used on Rutha, and we just haven't drawn the rest of it. And this is just matched up so insanely badly for us. Just gets -4 every single fucking turn on his mana cost is just crazy. He's removed both my squirrels already, right? Haven't I played them both this game? Is that the other game? Played one this turn. Yeah, never didn't have it, did he? Alright. I don't think we can win from here. Well, infinite value is strong here, and this is what he's had. He's had infinite fucking value. And now this rise is way too late. And now I'm what, 1/1 removing 4/4s? That doesn't seem very good. I mean, I'm so tired of resolving that one. Starting to get through me, get through my patience a little bit here. Should have been the archway this turn. That's a tilt too, because I need to draw the expanded anatomy to remove the Strix. Just getting battered down. Oh, what a tilty game. Just to have him accelerate out a Muse out of a Screw while he's got infinite spells is just... I mean, he's pulled value out of these Maelstrom Muses every single turn. It's so tilty. I'm like so tired of seeing that thing pop up. Literally tilting the shit out of me. Oh, he just held up counter magic. Why not develop before? Oh, he's worried about board wipe, but where's this? Okay. That game. Bleed out to 1,000 cuts in the air. So we just never draw value. I wonder if we should be at 16 lands with this. Doesn't really feel like it. Verdant Mastery, we have cards on 6 that we want to play. It's just if we don't ever get value going in this deck. Like how many times is Plum this thin for now like... Just like a dead card. So what did we miss that game? We didn't hit our Blood Mage, which is draw, which is value. We didn't get our Quandrix Command. We never saw our Dragon. Missing second Rise for more value. Deeded the Baleful Command at some reasonable time in the game. We just didn't get there. Don't have a lot more value in this deck, honestly. There's like a 4-drop, 3/3 I could have done. Ugh. We could have tried, oh, I'm 2/2. We could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive in the early, choosing not the wall and instead the hunt for specimens, but that's really such a minuscule difference. Yeah, we never got our Symmetrist, which is a 4/4 guy who can block air units, has reach, right? So a Symmetrist would have been very nice there for sure. That turn with the double berries was so brutal. We took a greedier play, but I kind of felt like we had to take a greedier play. So we were low on value. We needed to deal with those flyers. The plan was I witch into blocking the 2/4 to eat the 2/4 as a 4/4. Then we reduce to a 2/2 at the end of the next turn because of the token. And then we block the Strix the turn after, which would have meant that we would have gotten a little bit more value out of that. I mean, there was a turn I could have just killed it when he was tapped out, but I didn't. The problem is it's going to trigger learn, and if I just am just 1-for-1ing, if I just throw a card at his Strix and his Strix gets another card back, we haven't actually done anything. You know, we're not in a tempo situation, although eventually we did die. We ran out of life. We're in a value situation where until we get some value somewhere, we're not going anywhere. Not sure. Aggro, go. This 1/1 is an IBAT. Standard IBAT response. Huh. I guess I can pest summoning next turn. I was considering just binning a forest. I can't cast Inkling Summoning, but I could cast it next turn. Maybe Inkling Summoning is better here. But I don't want to tutor Swamp. I want to tutor Island, so I'm not dead on the board. Or dead. I guess I could just bin land. Nice. Okay. I'm glad I got my field trip value then. Pull the forest out of the deck. How are we so flooded already? We just flooded the last 2 games. The last game was a flood as well, right? I just could never get value going. Jesus, these cards are not cards I can play. This is what this card did to me early in the season too. Just sat in my hand doing nothing all game long. This tramples. I can't even sack in response. It doesn't fucking do anything. It's okay, I'll just take another turn off. Own it, 4 lands. Awesome. None of these cards do anything, chat. I'm just dying. Needed some of our own, like, professors or something. So I could tend the pest for a 1/1, block and trade. That's terrible. I could eat my own whole board to draw a million cards to hope that helps. But I can't block 2 of them. I could if I block this. I just lose all the value off that. They're all so fucking bad, man. To another beater. All right, so the guy's got 6 creatures on the fucking board before we get to do anything. That really, really sucks. With 4 colors. And what is this? This is 7, 8. Well, I gotta get something that has at least 4 toughness on the fucking board. So I don't think I have any plays besides this plus curve. I don't even want a 5/5 curve here. I just have to stop the bleeding. Oh. I, for one, am shocked. He has removal. And he knows about... doesn't know about reach. Okay. Nine. Yeah, I know. Opponent's not even playing that well right now, but it doesn't matter particularly. I mean, this is just dying to like the world's worst collection of creatures. It's dying to Campus Guy, Blood Researcher, Carrick. Yeah, let's take a turn off. I like it. Oh no, I don't have enough black mana. Oh no, I was thinking I was going to multi-spell this turn. Oh no. I guess I shouldn't have been Pest Summoning. I should have been fucking Inkling Summoning. I didn't even notice. Oh, that hurts. Hurts a lot. Do we have like a dragon in this deck at all? Is that a thing that we have? Or a Quandrix command? Are these cards I can draw and play? Six, 10. Here. Can I ever play this? You're asking me about constructed, bro. I don't play constructed at all. It's not even worth talking about for me. I have no opinion. Both have reach. Okay. Imagine drawing a swamp here, chat. I would highly recommend it in this position. Highly recommend against it, to be clear. Oh, no. So we don't know what he's splashing red for yet. Could be just removal, could be anything, really. Gets a scry here. Ask other streamers. I mean, good, I guess. Second red source. So you just, that's quite an aggressive mana base, I guess. Okay. Nice, exactly what I needed. More sources of land. Let's cast it. This card has been pretty bad every time we've drawn it in this deck so far. I choose 3 opponent. Just 3. Okay. There's 1 tap land left in our deck with 9 cards total. We still haven't seen Quandrix Command or fucking Dragon. Driving me nuts over here. Okay. Did he main deck that Environmental Science? I didn't even notice. Yeah, might have. I mean, he certainly hasn't played well, our opponent. So we're probably still losing this, but it's kind of sad. He is the world's most passive man, so I get to do whatever the hell I want for as long as I want. I'm not sure I can afford to hunt through my deck, but I guess I'm going to. I'm bidding swamps for draw cards to maybe play the cards that matter, or am I just going to cast my last learn card that does something? This is my last learn too. And I got Rise left. One, two, three, four, five. Get him, Inkling summoning. Yes! First points of damage on the board. Game secured, chat. Alright. Let's hope whatever red cards he's splashing aren't fucking terrifying. Because I'm a little terrified right now. So fucking shitty. I could okay, so I'm at 2. Yeah, I know, right? He's been playing around my hand. Dude, we just drew our last land, literally the last one in our deck, so I lose 6/1/1s from this. Still haven't drawn Quandrix Command. Or literally our deck right now is a Mythic, 2 rares, and a reach creature. It's literally salty as fuck right now in here. Wait, 11? I've only binned 2 lands. I feel like I've binned 1,000 lands, right? He's just splashing Elemental Expressionist in his fucking green-black deck. Off Double Mountain Island Quandrix Campus. Sure. I cast Instant Spell to get creature. To get to 4/4? Sure, what the fuck am I gonna do about it? Dude, come on. Give me my fucking dragon. This is so stupid. It's so stupid, chat. I can't even waste this. I need the damage, right? Like, can I afford to remove the 4/4 here? I can't afford to let him make more 4/4s. All right, we get 2 scries here. I mean, there's 3 cards left in my deck. What am I gonna? I'm 5 cards left in my deck. No lands in there. Not a single land in there. So it's just like so tilting right now. So tilting. Instant speed removal. I still take the trample damage. How much is that right now? Maybe I should have thrown all these in. Creative Outburst. Exponential growth is not an instant, it's a sorcery. Oh, dragon when I have no creatures left on the board? Dude, it's a draw card. I mean, I can force dragon to the top with this, but it shows it. I don't have any creatures left. It's so fucking irrelevant. Oh, I forgot. It is literally my last rare. So my deck is rare, 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 mythic. Nice. It's actually not even bad here, but it's not what I wanted. I don't even want these. I want my dragon back. But I don't get that option, I guess. Is it like fucking pest summoning? It's amazing how I can play this entire deck and not do anything for this entire game. I don't want draw cycles. I'll draw myself to death. I'm not even convinced it should be this. Problem is that shuffles again, right? So the dragon's still on the bottom. This is so tilting. This has been the most tilting game I've played all day. I've been doing pretty good today before this. But this is tilting. The guy's mana base is like ridiculously bad. How does he ever... So I'm at 1, best case here. And he's got a blocker. But I guess I can block. Does it trample? I'm sure it tramples. Nope. Alright. Guy has 13 cards left in his deck somehow. 13 cards left in his deck at this stage in the game. I've got 5 after I shuffled in 3. Did I just take this damage, by the way? Like, I win by removing it. Oh, I can't. It's a vigilant attacker. How do I win again? I win by converting my entire large wide board into a series of 4/4s and beating them with my flying dragon. I'm not blocking here, chat. I'm gonna run out of time killing him at 26 HP after he removes my thing, and I've got 3 draw steps. That is not good enough right now. That's the start. Another fucking ginormous creature on this board. It's irrelevant. Everything I do doesn't matter here. I'm just not going to be able to kill him in time. There's not going to be enough threats on this board. 3 cards left in my library. You know who we haven't seen yet? That fucking dragon. Still hasn't showed up. I don't think I can kill him, chat, anymore. I just don't even think it's doable from here. I don't think I have enough damage that I can put on the board in time to do anything. I mean, where was this guy when I had a loaded board full of creatures? You guys remember? I remember. It was like 20 creatures wide with a fuck ton of tokens. And this card is the bottom card in my library and refuses to come to the top. Driving me nuts over here. How did this guy aggro us out of this game again? He got value out of Expressionist in his black-green deck, splashing blue, blue, red, red. Got value out of Barry. Didn't even get value out of Barry. Did he just not attack me too? Just not attacked me. Is there anything in my deck that does anything? I've got Symmetrist left and Colony left. Oh yeah, splashing white red for the legendary dragon. What a stupid game. What a like absolutely dumb as fuck game. There's no way I can block this. Like I mean I can block it. I might even be able to survive it for a round, but I die to either mill or I die to everything. Oh my god, that one was a salty one. That one hurt. Yes, that was the world's greediest deck over there. With 0 pressure, piloted by an imbecile. That's not fair. Piloted by someone who could have made a lot better plays and could have killed us 100 turns ago. And it's just like, there's our dragon just on the bottom of the deck for 100,000 turns where we could do that. Like, he missed lethal like 4 times on us, chat. Like, and then just sat there on this board state forever. And yeah, we didn't get there either, for sure. We didn't get there either, so I guess he got rewarded for that decision making, but fuck, that one was irritating. All right.